Well, hello everybody. We are back in the city of no names so far. Thank you to everyone who left a suggestion for the name of the city. There's a lot. There is a lot. So I'm going through all of them, trying to narrow it down. Some of them were pretty creative, some of them were really funny, and some were just very fitting. So thank you guys for that. I don't think I'll put the poll in this video. It'll probably be in the next video, hopefully, which will be out tomorrow. Which then you guys can vote which name you think is best fitting for this whole city, and we'll go from there. So, in this episode, what do you guys think of this bridge? I wanted to do something a little bit different because the game generally doesn't have much of a bridge variety, right? So, I wanted to do something a little bit different. So what do you guys think of this bridge? I quite like the look of it. I just put it here because I thought, since this is the harbour, this could be a very iconic look for the city. So because a lot of the time when you have an iconic look of the city, it is from a point of water looking at the skyline, and so this bridge could be a very interesting point that people can remember, and also it just looks different. So I removed all of the pillars from underneath, so it looks like this is holding up the whole bridge, and yeah, I quite like it, and to be honest, I'll probably leave it here. I like the red colors, and also I want to show you guys, I put in some smaller ones over here. This one here, I quite like it. It's something different. It's kind of industrial, and if you look in here, there's still a lot of room for trucks to go underneath. And for now, I just used the very vanilla roads, but it's just because we're in the designing phase. And then here's the bridge again, and I tried to put some over here. I tried to put one here, didn't really fit. I tried to put a train bridge, didn't really fit. I also tried here, none of them really fitted over here. Yeah, because putting the bridges, you actually have to put down the bridge itself, which is a little bit annoying. So anyway, in the last episode, if you guys watched the last roughly minute of the video, I actually gave you guys a sneak preview of today's episode. So if you didn't make it to the episode, well, you missed out. So I mean, it's still there if you want to watch it, but anyway, let's have a look at how it all looks right now. So here we are. I got a little carried away. Okay, I admit that I got a little carried away, but doesn't it look good? And if we look at the design, the first two roads are a circle design, so it's following the design of the roundabout. And yeah, the roundabout is a little out of shape, but I mean, it's fine. So we got circle here, and then circle, 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 circle. And honestly, I think it looks pretty good. It's quite creative, and it fits in with the theme quite well. And what else can I tell you guys? Let's have a look at the types of buildings. So they should be mostly commercial and office. These ones here are residential, so this kind of looks like a bit of a housing estate. These buildings are quite big, but I do quite like it. In the sneak preview, someone said, oh, they look like Singaporean buildings. I mean, I guess so, a little bit. And so this is the big monument. I thought this was from Washington, but it turns out it's from Dublin, so thank you to everyone who mentioned that. Nonetheless, I don't really mind where it's from. It looks cool, it fits in quite well. And then all of these buildings are commercial office, and then these ones at the back are some little bits of residential. And I thought, why not use the generic European buildings that were already in the game? I don't want to just have to always place these buildings myself, so I can put down these ones as well as a bit of a filler. And I put this big building over here just because it actually fits in this shape quite well. It goes over the tunnels, and yeah, it looks pretty good. We've got a bit of a boulevard going on here. This building, I think this building fits in quite well. The tunnel for the entrance of the monument is under here. They can go up here and around. Actually, what is that? A car is parked half under the roundabout. So, and like, even though I left these blobs open, I think it looks good enough. So that is what we have, what I did off camera. This guy is a high school. I put a crematorium here. I actually hid it, so this building is now technically mixed use. Actually, is this building... No, I thought this one was an industrial building, because if you go down into here, it's this building here, I believe, or is it this one? So this one is... It's in the Rico industrial space. So even though it's still office, which I guess makes sense. So I think that's everything. I put a police station here. We have a fire station here, generic shops, and I think that is it. Did I put in a elementary school? I did not, but we have a high school. We definitely do need a elementary school over here. I downloaded one. Let's have a look if it's in here. Hopefully it is. This one here, I think. It's quite a large one, so let's have a look at it. I like it. It's quite fitting. It's an odd shape, which is nice. And what's the capacity? 1,000 students, which is fine, I guess. Yeah, we'll work that in soon. So if we have a look at the shape of the land, so this road here is actually higher than this part here, so there is a bit of a slope going down. And then if we go over here, you can see that there's also a slope going down as well, going down towards the water. But if you look at the water is still 2 or 3 meters below where the urban area will be. And people were saying, well, what about up here? What about if there's a flood? Well, I mean, roads flood in general. Sometimes you just can't help that. This is from a dam, so hopefully the dam, this is all hypothetical, just to please those people that were asking about it, but if there was a flood, hopefully the dam would catch most of the water, and the water in this little river stream would stay generally the same. It has to come up maybe 2 meters to go into the tunnel, but even if it does flood, it happens. Sometimes you can't change that. It's just how it is. And honestly, I don't think I even thought about what if it floods, because like in the game it never floods. Sometimes I wish it did flood, because then it would create a bit of a interesting thing to work with, right? Which could be annoying. So yeah, that is everything that I think I wanted to cover. I just added in some parking lots, a little playground there, some trees and plants. And I like this tree because it has the leaves that go on the ground. And yeah, I think that's about everything. Oh look, it's in Russian. That's about everything, I think. So let's zoom out, zoom, and look at the bridge. Doesn't look good from in the distance. Bright red. So let's exit first person mode. There we go. Don't you just love when you exit it and it goes whoa? It's all crazy. What I want to do in today's episode is I want to first of all connect this road over to here, which will probably just be a straight line, to be honest, but we can change that in the future. I was thinking, do we want to put in some kind of huge big type bridge? I'll just show you guys, and you guys can let me know. Like I have this one, which I think is it Brazilian, or we have, so it's that one like that, so we could maybe work something in like that. This one definitely too big. I was like, could we put it here? But I think that no, it's just too big. But I thought maybe we could do a little bit of something there to make it look a little bit more interesting. But I don't know. Let me know what you think. Should I put a little bridge here? Should I make it a little bit more interesting? Where are the rest? I have this one from Dubai, which is quite interesting. It's a big smile one. We have this one. I think is too big, and it's not wide enough anyway. This one is for trains. We have ones like this, so it's like the wire ones that hold it up, like the other big one that I showed you at the start of the video. I have one like this, but I don't know. Let me know and we shall go from there. We don't necessarily have to do it. If I did, I just have to straighten this bit of the road to put in the actual bridge part, because you can't do it on a curve unless there's a specific asset that can be used on a curve, but I haven't seen. Anyway, I am rambling. It's already been quite a while, so let's begin. I really just want to connect up this road, but the issue is like, oh, look at all these trains. Look at it. Oh, look at that little one. But look at this one. It's so long. I like that. A big freight train. Anyway, off topic. Let's just continue this on. It can just be generally a straight line road, because a lot of the roads in Russian cities are they're just very straight, aren't they? So, and We could even eventually add in like a slip lane road that goes down here instead of having them go all the way up in here, which could be quite congested in the future. I don't know, but yes. So we have a lot of the hills to work with, so we can really use the hills to our advantage. So let's get this to go across, and we can maybe add in a nice looking bridge there to make it look a bit more nicer. Let's bring this down. It's a little bit feral, the height, a little bit feral. Bring this down. Oh no, hope it doesn't flood, guys. Watch out. You know what? We can probably add in a roundabout here because there's going to be a lot of things going on here, I can imagine. So let's add in a little roundabout. Oh, what is this? Huh? What is that? It does not... Ah, I see. It's just tunnels. Okay. We can add in a roundabout, but I don't want it as big as the generic in-game ones. Actually, how far was that? 140, 140, 140, 140. Even that could be too big. Okay, sorry, I'm being really annoying. But this episode is going to be me just like talking to you guys. We're doing it together slowly. Let's do 120. Because the last episode was a speed build, so this one will be a me build. Oh my god, that's so cheesy. Let's use this one because it has the zoning around it, and the only thing I don't like about this is it has the crossings, which can be a good thing, can be an annoying thing. Actually, I just had an idea. If I use this type of road, can you force zoning? I can, can't I? I can. Interesting. So I could easily just use like this 3-lane, force zoning, then update it so then it's like that, and there's no actual crossing for pedestrians, because I don't want pedestrians to be crossing on this, because this is going to have a lot of traffic going around it, and if pedestrians are trying to cross here, all the traffic is going to have to keep waiting, which is going to be really annoying. So yeah, we can just add in a... Oh, I should have left those roads in the middle actually, but I was thinking, should I add in some kind of walkway across? It could ruin the look of the whole thing, because if you're here and you want to go to just here, what do? Like, what, you have to go all the way down here, I guess. Down, and then down around. I don't know. I'll think about it. I shall think. Maybe I can add in... I can continue this road underneath and connect it over here. I don't know. I'm not really thinking about that just yet. But let's do this. And I'm actually just quite excited to see how this whole city is turning out, because as of right now, I still don't know where exactly I want to put the downtown. And when you watch, when I click, it's going to create a yucky looking roundabout. No? Oh, that's strange. But yeah, also I just wanted to mention that these types of buildings that I'm doing, this is not how the whole city is going to look. So as you all know, I'm building a Russian inspired city, but not a Russian city, if that makes sense. So I'm taking a lot of my inspiration from Russia, but not 100%. And so what I mean by not all the buildings are going to look like that. When I get closer to the downtown area is going to look quite, I guess, modern, because if you look at the Russian downtown area, they actually built specifically a downtown area which is very modern looking, which it doesn't really fit in with the traditional Russian architecture, right? So that's my plan, to do a downtown that is very modern looking. And just right now I'm just changing this so that they don't stop here, and I'm also banning pedestrians from walking across. So just do it now, because otherwise I have to do it later, so they can drive through. So anyway, the downtown area will be quite modern, and there's also going to be little downtown areas throughout. Like for example, this could be considered a mini downtown district area. Same with this one here, even this one here. So there's going to be lots of little modern, or not modern necessarily, but there's going to be lots of little downtown areas. Some modern, some not so modern, so keep that in mind. So not all of the buildings are going to look the same. And I don't know what I'm doing here, but look at all the traffic. They're just already preferring to go straight through. Why is this not giving me a nice curve? I just want a nice curve. Why is it? Is that too hard to ask for? Like, what's going on? I guess that'll have to do for now. We can put in a nice bridge right there. Could put some fancy residential there. But I think for now, let's build this space. Oh yeah, I saw something really cool on the workshop this morning. There's the upside down train, which is from, I know they have one in Germany. I forget what town it's in, but yeah, there's one in Germany and it looks really, really cool. So it's an upside down train, so think of the monorail, but it's basically flipped. So the monorail is underneath, and in Germany, that train, or monorail train, it goes over a river, so because they don't really have much space, so it goes over the river. And hang on a second, look at that slope down. Ugh, I don't know where this road is going, but I'm just connecting. So anyway, I was thinking maybe I could try to work in that upside down monorail. That could be quite cool, right? It could be quite interesting. So this area here, it's kind of in an awkward position, right? So I guess we can do mostly residential. I don't want too much traffic going through the inner areas. I want all the traffic to go along out here. Yeah, look, there's so much traffic going across here, so that's good to see that they're using it already. And I'm just going to go through and design this part now. So guys, I just noticed something. If we go to the terrain, move you out of the way, actually close you. Where's the terrain? So we have kind of like a bit of a flat area here. Actually, let's remove the trees, because the trees are in the way. They're gonna be demolished anyway when I zone. So let's just do it now anyway. There we go. Bye, Felicia. If I go up here to terrain, we have generally a flat-ish area. So I might zone the flat-ish area as more of a block area, and then the hillside will be more wavy, more free, because if it's block, it might look really steep and weird. So that's the plan. So it's going to be block here and then a little bit wavy. Hopefully that turns out all right. So I'll try my best, and I'm using this road here because it has the trees, and then also allows for parking as well, which is quite nice. And then the connections going up here, I'll add in some, but not a lot, because why is there water? Anyway, continue this down. Why is there water now? Like, where's the water coming from? Seriously. Oh my god. This is so weird. Yeah, you're good. There's a little bit of water there as well. What is going on? I don't understand what is going on. Like, every time I build a road, a huge flush of water comes along. Look at these cars. It pushed these cars. All of these cars are waiting. Like, what is going on? I'm not even touching the water at all. I don't know. It's very strange. Okay. This is the design. So it's going to be mostly residential, because I don't want any major car movement through here. I'm noticing some cars are already cutting through. Actually, why would they be cutting through? But if this road becomes busy, they could end up cutting through here for whatever reason. If they do, then I'd have to do some lane control. But for now, I kept the connections very, very minimal. So there's not a connection there or there or there. Also, there's not one here. And for here, this connection, I might actually make it so they can only turn left. These guys can't turn there, because then I can remove the traffic light, and it just keeps the traffic flow going, because otherwise they would be cutting out across, which could be quite annoying and really disrupt traffic. So if they need to go out this way, they can just go up here to these traffic lights and go to this intersection. So yeah, we have a bit of a wavy flow and then a more of a grid, and I use these little one-way parking roads for like the little alleyway behind the buildings, and yeah, so there won't be anything really fancy in there. It's just really going to be residential space. Oh yeah, while we're here, let's put in the new skill. I'm thinking let's just put it on this corner, like demolish these few little shops here. Let's remove the zoning. This power line is in the way, but hopefully it just blends in. Let's put this skill on the corner. Can we put it there? Does that fit in? How does that look? You know what? Let's keep it. I like it. Let's throw in some parking lots in there, because parking lots are just a nice little way to fill in that bit of awkward space. And I noticed there's no plants, there's no nothing, so I might add in a few little bits and pieces, but yeah, I quite like how it's looking. And let's just do a bit of a road design. No, not like that. Let's go like that. The road is not really touching. There we go. Very good. Okay. I'll probably fill in the buildings here manually, because I kind of want to do it, and then I'll just show you guys at the end about that. I might add in a little bit of a playground through here, which could be quite good, because it is a big primary school, so they do need some place to play, and hopefully no kids jump on the road and commit suicide. But I mean, population control. Who said that? Not me. So also, I think we really need to work on this area here, because well, look at all the traffic coming through. But yeah, look at all the traffic building up, and then I have this road that goes kind of nowhere. This space here I want to make into a transport hub. So in terms of what transport I want to use, there's obviously going to be buses, there's going to be trains, there's going to be a subway eventually. I'll probably do that once the city is much more developed, because then once it's more developed, then I can really implement the subway more efficiently. I want to do the oh my god, what is it called? The thing that I was talking about earlier. Oh my god, God, I'm dumb sometimes. What is it called? This guy? No. This guy? No. This one? What is it called? Monorail. Oh my god, sometimes I'm so dumb. I want to do that. And someone will probably say, well, why not do ferries? Because if we press play, look at the speed of the water. To me, a ferry going up there is quite unrealistic, because a ferry, they're not extremely strong facility. They're not really strong boats, because they've probably got a lot of people on there. They're quite heavy, so going up here just wouldn't really work. Even down here more. If we widen this, maybe the water wouldn't be so fast, because here it's probably okay. It is quite shallow, and then even out here, like, do we really need it out here? I don't think we really do, unless we want to do one from here to here. But yeah, I don't think ferries will be in this map. And I was like, where do I want to put in a plane? And I don't know, it'll have to be up in like the mountains, and it'll have to be like just a mini one that can just easily fly off the cliff, and off it goes. Okay, I'm getting off track, but yeah, I need to really do this, because it's just annoying me how I left it like this, and this road goes there. So why don't we also design this area up here just quickly? Let's just keep it very simple, like that. But then we can also use this bit of a hill here as well. Put in some low density buildings as well. Here, this area will be the area where it slowly transitions out into lower density. I'm using this road because I want to add in road connections, but I don't want it to make a medium, and I'll fix that up off camera. So let's just go like that, and we'll add in a fake connection there. Go down. And then when I get into more of the real bigger areas like this here, I have some plans. Like, there's going to be hints of like huge big boulevards like in Paris leading to like big monuments, and lots of little roundabouts going here and there. And yeah, it's gonna be really interesting to see how it all turns out. Like I'm pretty excited. Like I wish I could just build it all now off camera, but I'm not gonna do that to you guys, even though I could. Oh my god, yeah. But yeah, I just can't wait. I'm pretty excited because like I have built a Russian style city off camera, but it was, when I built it, it was more of like a test on how is it gonna look. Does it look realistic? Would people believe it? And now I'm actually doing it, and it's really exciting. So yeah, it should be good. Let's add in this little road. If we can just get it like that, and then it's not very straight, is it? Let's just adjust that like so. And then this side. It is a little steep, but I guess we could just use this little bit of space here to put in some mansions. Maybe I might update the roads as well, make them look a little bit more fancy. We'll probably stop it there because it is quite close to the river. Is that the connection? Looks odd. Is that too steep? We could get away with that. Let's see, how high up can we go? Can we go to about there? Maybe even there. We can go to there. Okay. Some nice big Russian mansions. This can go all the way down to the back of that building. And I guess we do... Oh my god, look at that. Oh, it's like a roller coaster. Oh my god, let's bring that down just a little bit. And bring this one up a little bit, like so. I feel like we need a connection down here, because otherwise this is the only connection for all of this. You know what, I'm going to use this road here again. We'll use it along here, and I'll just add in one connection, possibly. Actually, let's add this connection here. Oh, I love how it's doing the bridge thing again. But let's go like that. Can we update that? There we go. And then we can do this one like that. And I'll adjust the turning lanes off camera because I just can't be bothered to do it now. Okay, that should be enough connections, and we'll just add in. I'll just add in the remaining roads. Soccer club. What if I demolish that road? What if, can I put it in here maybe? No. I reckon we put it here. Let's demolish that. Let's have a look at it first. You know what? I like it. Let's keep it. I never put in any types of fields, do I? And even then, the school can still use it because it's literally just one block away. Okay. And so that's it for parks. I might add in a few more little parks, but let's just add in the buildings in 3, 2, 1. Done. And oh my god, look at all of the buildings. Now, there's going to be a huge influx of people from the highway, from this way. They're going to be coming from everywhere. And it is definitely 100% going to clog up all of the roads. It's going to be a nightmare because this is a lot of people moving in. All of this it's mostly residential. There's little bits of commercial dotted through it, but it's mostly residential. And as of right now, it's 6,000, and then there's just that tiny little one there, which is... I was just testing something. Another 600, 700 for now, but the whole population is going to skyrocket, that is for sure. Almost capacity at the school. So let's zoom in and I'll show you guys exactly what I have done, how it looks close up, and honestly, it looks good. It took me a long time because I had some interruptions, but we got there eventually. And okay, let's start up here. So you're probably thinking, what is this? This is some mansions, but every time I zoom out, they become yellow blobs. So I don't know what's going on there. But so I keep forgetting that I should update the roads because I'm still using the very basic looking ones. But anyway, this is the outskirts of this little township area. The buildings here are kind of the transition between low and high, well, low and medium density. So if we just go out here, a lot of these buildings are the generic in-game vanilla low residential buildings, and then this road here is kind of where it all stops and transitions into something more. So there's a lot of commercial along this main road, just because I think there's going to be a lot of traffic along this road in the future. So I don't want to put too many residential buildings along here because of the noise pollution. And you can see all of the cars lining up, which is to be expected. There's going to be a huge issue. They're going to be all lined up here. But anyway, let's go over here. So this is the outskirts. Then we come in here, so we got a little group of just generic shops, some generic houses, and then we slowly transition into something more built up. And I tried to put little playgrounds throughout, which you guys will see. We have this big, what is this, a football, no, it's soccer, right? Which is close to the school. This building here, this is a really great building that I downloaded because it's squarish. It fits in really perfect with the road guidelines. It has a little playground, a little parking lot. It's pretty good. So we have this soccer area, and I think I showed you guys this area before, but here it is again, filled in. Come back over here, the school is now filled in. We have some seating areas, a little playground. I didn't want to add in too much because I just couldn't really be bothered. We have, what was this, the gymnasium, or yeah, just sports hall and gymnasium, so that's good. We have a little cluster of generic office buildings, which is nice to have, and these buildings here, which are right along the river. On this side, I didn't really bother to do anything with the riverbank. I left it as natural. But on the other side, you'll see it's a little bit more manicured. And then if we go over here where we also worked on, so this is a little cluster of commercial right here. So it's just a good little area if they want to go shopping, so they don't have to walk too far. If we go in here, let's start along the top. A lot of residential, this building again. Lots of little bits of greenery, little playgrounds. We have some really high density buildings, these ones right here, which are kind of very, very Russian-y. Also Singaporean, I don't know. Someone will probably tell me that they are, but so there's little bits of green space, but I didn't want to go into too much detail because I'm just not that type of person. And we have this really long, this is actually one asset that goes all the way across, which is pretty cool, I guess. And to make it look a little bit more manicured, I put this, I don't even know what you call this, just a green barrier. And that goes all the way along. Here is the yoga park, which we put in together, this building again, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So that's going to add in a lot of people because a lot of these buildings do have a big, well, not huge, but a good sized capacity for people to move in. Just out of curiosity, has the population increased? It has by about 1,500 so far. So this here is kind of a look at what to expect in the future, how the game is going to progress. But like I said before I worked on this area, the downtown area is going to be much more fancy. The buildings are going to be quite high, very modern looking, yeah, because I don't want to do this type of look throughout the whole map. Also, I think I should build up here as well because this is quite suitable to build a little town or even just a suburb. And then I also want to build something up here which could be quite nice, a little resort. I don't know yet, but it's definitely a good place for something. And I was originally going to build over here as well in this episode, but this really just took quite a lot of time. So I think this is enough for now, and I don't want to overload you guys. And I really do like the bridges. They look quite nice, don't they? And yeah, look at that traffic. I'll let the game run for a little while after I stop recording, because there's just going to be so many people moving in. But I think it's turned out quite good. It's still kind of Russian-y. I was going to do little roundabouts throughout, but I just never got to it. But look at all this traffic coming in. So I think that's all I'm going to do for this episode. I've been recording for a few hours now, believe it or not, exactly 2 hours now. But I'm going to edit it right down. So in the next episode, I think I will work on this area here. But by all means, please leave a suggestion what I should work on next. And if you want to see me do basically anything, let me know, because I love reading all of these suggestions. It really inspires me to just keep on going. But if there's not that many suggestions that I like, I'll just continue on with this. And also in the next episode, come choose the name potentially. It should be in there. If I do do the name poll. I will let you guys know in the little community tab where you can post things, so I'll let you guys know that it's in the next video if it is. You can come vote, and yeah, we'll go from there. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all hopefully tomorrow. Bye guys.